say good afternoon, America. How you doing out there? It's your man Emos the Witness. Here we go. It's February 15th. It looks like December 15th. Got a heavy winter storm warning going through, rummaging through the Midwest. I know that I'm your host, Emos the Witness. Episode 25 of the Phil Show. Rain, sleet, storms, winter weather, feet of snow. Don't make a difference. We're down here, y'all. 120 East Market Street downtown at the hottest new Wave 1 Media. Come down here and get you a show. I'm down here with the hardest working producers in media, with man Malik and Wyatt. You can catch me downtown every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. live. But however you catch me here this afternoon, because we got a winter storm warning, I want to give you guys some updates on what's going on today. As you know, it's very treacherous, very dangerous. I want you guys to be careful out there. So I want to, here in Indiana, we'll give you some updates here. Heavy snow, additional snow accumulations of 6 to 10 inches today. Portions of central, east central, north central, south central, southeast, and southwest and west central Indiana are affected. This winter advisory or this storm warning, this is a warning, you guys, is going on until 7 a.m. on Tuesday. So now until 7 a.m. on Tuesday, the impacts, travel will be very difficult. Areas of blowing snow will reduce visibility. Hazardous conditions will impact the morning and evening commute. So we have wind speeds will be sustained at 15 to 20 miles per hour, occasional gusts of up to 30 miles per hour, creating periods of low visibilities and blowing and drifting snow. So the heaviest part of the snow will be from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I want everybody kind of get home and get home safely. Keep that in mind. We got a winter storm warning going out throughout the whole Midwest right now. It's kicking tail, just getting started here at 1:15. So guys, I want you to be careful of that. Again, this is the Emos the Witness, you guys, giving you a live, fresh political and news perspective. Only I can bring it to you as a witness. As I said before, I started the show. This is episode 25. Started this episode here. This show in general, just to kind of be a new voice for America, a new voice against a lot of political rhetoric and the jargon, a lot of the nonsense that we hear every day that we're tired of hearing. So I want to lend a different voice, a different perspective, and provide you with the information you need to make the better decisions in the future regarding our politicians and our leaders. So let's get into the news. Why you know that background music up by chance that we can put up?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, we're gonna put that up. Get me to my news groove. Man, like I don't know if you guys heard last episode. I've been really in a stressful boot camp as a single parent for about 2 months now because I'm watching my daughter as my wife is out of town for a work project. Man, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how single mothers do it. As a dad, it's tough. I don't get it. But I don't know how you guys date people. You get together, you have a kid, and you look up, and you don't want to do it no more. You say, I can do this myself. But how the fuck can you do it yourself? It's hard. It's hard with two people. It takes a village, and you going solo. I don't know how y'all doing it, man. I mean, just little shit getting me. I made my daughter some cereal and what I call jelly toast. And I put apple jelly on it and butter, just some damn jelly toast. She looked up at me like 5 minutes later after I'm done with all that, talking about I want grape jelly. What do you do, America? You shut your ass up and make that grape jelly, right? Because you want a peaceful day. You want a peaceful, you just trying to get through the day. It's too early for it to bicker back and forth. So you put on that jelly hat and you make some motherfucking grape jelly toast and you just toss that apple out the way, right? You do it for the kids, but you also do it for the peace of mind. Cause you're gonna have a whole day of this shit if you keep saying no. I'm telling you. It's crazy. It's I don't know. Raising a child, you just see yourself doing different shit. You ever be with your boys and your kid at the same time, and you just snap into daddy mode instantly? You don't give a fuck who's around. You ain't gonna be around your boys. You just straight daddy mode. It don't matter who around. Your daughter asks you any question. You just, like I said, you just trying to save the day. You looking for that peace of mind so you can say no at the right time. It's all a strategy, y'all. It's all psychological. These kids 5 and up have sarcasm already instilled in their brains. Sometimes they talk shit to you, they using sarcasm. You don't even know it. You looking goofy as hell. That's real. Emos with this show. Hit that subscribe button. Like me on Facebook and Twitter. Website coming soon. Again, like I said, you catch me live downtown every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. Wave 1 Media. Come down here, y'all get y'all show. Like I said, we live, but we started a little bit late today because of the winter storm. Like some, like an idiot. I'm actually starting right in the middle of the storm's beginning. So when I walk out of here, I'm not even pressing what I'm preaching. But I'm keeping you safe, right, America? So remember those advisories coming down and protect your neck, protect yourself. And so, as I stated, you just find yourself doing like dad shit, no matter who's around. You can be walking with your boy can be walking with you. Y'all can be talking about sports, and your daughter walk up to you and say something. You don't give a fuck who around. Your boy can be like, man, damn, did you see LeBron? LeBron had 30 points last night, my nigga. That nigga was killing. Like, yeah, he was. Yeah, shit, 35 years old. Yeah, I agree, man. He kicking ass. And your daughter walk up, hey, daddy, can you open this for me? Yes, I can, little lady. I sure can. Oh, you go, G. Willikers. You got it. And you unwrap that shit quick. You didn't know your voice changed. You didn't know you just jumped to full straight Clark Griswold mode. Straight up in front of your boys, in front of the cashier. You'd proudly do it again, wouldn't you? Oh, yes, you can. You sure can. What else would you like? Would you like something else? Would you like to get on my shoulders? Would you like to dance all through the store? Let's go. You're trying to say that your boy's like, what the fuck was that? Nigga, you a ventriloquist? You done snap full into, what was that? I never heard that voice. I know you for 20 years, bro. It's called daddy mode. Called parental advisory. You say yes. You say it's all that. You're the dumbass dad that got your kid on your shoulders while you're trying to get a carton of eggs out the grocery store. Sweating. You gladly do it. You will gladly do it so that when you get home and it's time for bed. See, I'm learning this shit as a boot camp parent. When they stay up a little bit longer to play with their toys, you like, no, you got school tomorrow. No. You can say no. Because you didn't say yes all day. See what I'm saying? You done build up token points. So when she starts whining and crying, I hope she's not listening to this. She's actually here in the studio with me today, but I don't know if she's listening. You can just be like, hey, dog, that shit I did for you today, man. I done opened up your candy. I done took you around the store on my shoulders. I let my boys hear me talking like in his weird ass voice, all for you. And you won't go to bed? And they start feeling guilty and they go to bed. So you got it's parenting, man, is psychological. There's a lot of love and care in there, but you gotta win that mental prowess, that mental battle. And that's what's going on in politics. It's a mental chess match. The articles that you read, the headlines that you see, the quotes, sometimes they're not even talking to you, man. Sometimes these politicians make statements and they're actually talking to the other side. It's a part of negotiation. The things you hear in business, some of the sports icons and all the leaders in business in Hollywood, all these individuals are speaking under an agenda. They're puppets. In most cases, in some cases, even if they're not puppets, they're speaking from a self-centered standpoint. So no longer in these times can you sit on the sidelines and welcome just any kind of rhetoric. After what you experienced in 2016, after what you experienced in 2020, how could you? Why would you want to? There's so much change in the world when it comes to monetary policies. You see what's going on with Bitcoin, foreign policies, election results, attack on our democracy from a constitutional standpoint. Media, big tech. This may be all generalities, but I can't get too deep into it because I keep looking at this damn snow outside. But I just want you guys to know that Emos the Witness here. I want you to subscribe to that. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My website's coming soon, emosthewitness.com.
About that,
you can catch me downtown at Wave 1. Catch me at downtown at Wave 1 Media.
My fault. I got these videos going crazy over here.
Oh, no, that's good.
Trying to keep them under control.
No, we're good. We're actually about to get into it now. Actually, I want to get to the news, you guys. Like I said, generally in this show, I like to cover like 3 main topics, and I cover the general news of the day. Sometimes I go on rants, and tangents. But again, like I said, this episode 25 of the Emos Witness Show. We're growing with us. Grow with us as witnesses. I am your referee, your guide. This show will get better over time. Right now, we're trying to bring you unique content and unique perspective, in addition to holding these politicians, these leaders accountable for their words and their actions, while watching the laws as they change before our eyes on an overt and a covert level. You know, and I mean that. There's a lot of things going on in this country on a covert level that you don't know about. We have to fish out. But lately, as I've said before, since 2020 and beyond, it's been more of an authoritarian, overt run of the mill, run amok from all these big giants, big tech, Hollywood, in the halls of Congress. We're watching an assault on our Constitution when it comes. We've been seeing it from the right to bear arms. We've been seeing it from the right to free speech more than ever. The censorship of our president is a prime example. I mean, I'll give you, like, former President Donald Trump is probably the biggest example, has shown us over 4 years, the biggest example of political overreach, abuse of power on full display, but not from him. You talk about a gaslighting situation. But if you take a look at the past 4 years, you've seen the FBI run amok, the State Department run amok, you've seen media run amok, you've seen big tech censor amok. But it's all been attacking towards this one person. And while they've been doing that, you've been seeing their tactics full on live display. Entrapment from the FBI, right? If you don't do X, Y, Z, we'll destroy your whole family, right? Right? Michael Flynn, right? For example, Michael Flynn and his son. George Papadopoulos, you know, Carter Page. These guys are American patriots, man. I mean, look at their history. I'm not making this up. I mean, George Papadopoulos was actually being set up in Australia. And what did he say on the recording? That's illegal. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not a spy. That's what he said in essence. And they had to walk away from him. But they still worked on him. They still worked it in the media to portray him as one. Same with Carter Page. Everything's been frivolous. Everything's been trumped up. You know, no pun intended. But I mean, you're seeing these tactics on full display, even on a president. Like I said, as I said, if we let this shit go, we let it slide, America, it's going to continue to happen. It's going to happen to you. If they can do it to a president or any kind of leader, they can do it to you. Now, understand that politics is a dirty game. Understand that to the victors go the spoils. And it can be a rewritten of history. That's why all this stuff is critical, for you to lend your voice, for you to hold truth to power, and fight against political backlash, right? Because right now we're seeing a one-sided viewpoint. And if anybody has a different opinion, they get shut down. They may even lose their job, get shamed out of their family and out of society. That cannot happen. We cannot allow that to happen. We need dissenting opinions, dissenting voices. This is a melting pot full of creativity. You know, like I said, I have these articles and these things I want to go through, and sometimes I get on rants. And the problem that I have is that I feel like we have a leadership. We have a country with so much full potential. The youth are so creative, and we have a lot of companies coming on board. We have a lot of people getting involved, a lot of things going on in society, a lot of new ideals. But we have this old leadership. We have this old establishment when it comes to establishment, Democrats and Republicans. And then on top of that, what's going on in the powers that be, who hold the powers and levers of various industries, who take greed into account before the value of this country. We must push back. We must continue to hold truth to power and stop the current trend that we're seeing. Because there's still a lot of doubt about our current leadership, the Biden administration. So you're not gonna have that much participation. That's a worry. Because a lot of people are dismayed at the election results and how they came out. They're skeptical about their right to vote and their power. And you know, I want to keep on track. So I'm gonna log in real quick, and I want to share something with you guys. Like I said, give it a winter storm advisory. Let's jump into COVID real quick before I get into politics. I get on like a little rant, trying to introduce the show. But let's try to keep it organized, keep it on track. Like I said, let's give you some COVID updates. As of right now, in the world, looking at 61.1 million current recoveries, which is great. 109 million cases in the world, and 2.4 million deaths going on as far as the COVID strain that's currently going on in the world. In the United States, we have 652,000 cases, an increase of 1,218. We have 12,173. Oh, that's Indiana. I'm sorry. I thought that was kind of low. Sorry about that, you guys. 27.7 million new current cases, 63,850 new cases in the United States, 485,000 deaths in the United States currently, an increase of 1,080. Again, as you guys know, the vaccine is out there. There's various vaccines now. They're being rolled out into various stores, Walgreens, CVS. Again, there's still a lot of skepticism out there, a lot of hesitancy, a lot of pandering, a lot of odd things going on to kind of get us to vote. I mean, get us to get a shot. And it's understandable that people are confused and they're nervous about getting it because of side effects, after effects, some things we don't know. For example, we don't know the fallout when it comes in regards to pregnant women. But let me show you this video from Ron DeSantis. It's first minute 30 wide. I want to just kind of show you another reason why people are hesitant, because of the politics involved. And, there's when politicians are playing, games with this virus like this. Listen to Governor DeSantis and how
about there was some type of
Biden administration is actually trying to shut down the state of Florida over the virus, and the numbers don't support a reasoning to do so. You know me, I'm all about opening up society, and it's for the betterment. But let's hear about the complaint from Ron DeSantis about what currently the Biden administration is attempting to do to the state of Florida.
Report about potential travel restrictions on Americans and on Floridians, and I think it's an absurd report that they would be doing that. I think it would be unconstitutional, it would be unwise, and it would be unjust. And if you think about it, restricting the right of Americans to travel freely throughout our country while allowing illegal aliens to pour across the southern border unmolested would be a ridiculous but very damaging farce. So we will oppose it 100%. It would not be based in science. It would purely be a political attack against the people of Florida. And it's unclear why they would even try talking about that. Just look at the COVID situation in the state of Florida. So since December, the last couple months, Florida's cases per capita compared to the rest of the country, 28th. 27 other states higher per capita cases. And for the entire pandemic, it's a similar story. Hospitalizations per capita over this time period, Florida ranks 30th. 29 other states have higher per capita hospitalizations. Fatalities per capita for this same period, Florida ranks 42nd. 41 states have higher per capita fatalities. So since December 1st, well over half the country has seen much worse COVID results than here in.
Well, so there it goes. I mean, this is going to show you that there's a game going on top of this safety precaution that we're trying to see with various states in Florida, for example, in the Biden administration. And the stats don't support it. So you have a battle. It seems like a battle between, again, liberal states and conservative states, right? And Florida is a key battleground state. You got to start early if you want to win. If you want to keep power, if you want to win that 2024. So you just do things to make. Politicians, administrations, and political parties do things to one another to make them look bad and give them a bad image. So when you're rolling into election season and you got these low approval ratings, and you got these, Florida's been restricted and business economy's down locally in the state. Who's the leader? DeSantis. And then potentially that's a key battleground state where they could potentially lose power in that state, and they need that for those votes for the election. So a lot of times, as people who follow the news very carefully in politics and they see that, it makes you wonder, like, how serious is this vaccine, and should I be a pawn in this game? And it's like, are you just voluntarily restricting states, for our safety or for politics? And definitely when the numbers don't support, when Florida is actually doing better or greater than other states in our union, then what are we truly looking at? These vaccines, are they long term? Are we willing to take that gamble to open up? So let's open up the right way, and let's make sure that we are, protecting our necks and watching ourselves. And when these politicians are seeking to get us to do something. I ran across a video. I don't think that I actually shared this with you, Wyatt.
Happy about that.
But I want to find it because.
If you'd let me know the name of it, I can search it up.
But actually,
is it on Facebook, online?
It's on Facebook. Actually, it's in the teams.
Okay. Is it the Trump one?
No.
Sure.
No. It's let me see. Do you see the one above the?
Right here.
No, above by Biden kills pipelines.
Yep.
Yeah, click on that one. Play that, man.
Okay.
This is I guess pandering to the black community. Nice little video. Again,
I think it's actually a Twitter video.
Yeah, Twitter video.
Is it right here?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Gotcha. One second.
So this is Run DMC. This is DMC from Run DMC. They got my man Run DMC out here trying to get African Americans to get the vaccine. I don't know. I'm gonna just hit play. We're here play and let the comments below that give you the feeling of what's going on and how you feel about it. Go ahead.
The vaccine, they got the vaccine, we got the vaccine. We can get back to normal, let me inform you. Let's all get the vaccine. It's about community immunity. I'm talking unity for you and me. If Doc says it's good, then trust me, it's good. Now let's all get the vaccine. There is none higher. DMC, I will inspire. Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick. That's 90% effective and legit. This COVID thing is real and it will find you. It's killing our people, let me remind you. Back in the days, there was polio, smallpox. Back in the days, measles and mumps, man. Back in the days, but because of the vaccines, none of those save. Vaccines, they work to trigger immunity. 2 shots, we got antibody security. We gotta act now, no need to wait. Get your vaccine before it's too late. For real.
For real. How y'all like that? How y'all like that, Black America or American in general? Okay, now where's the Asian video? I mean, I don't want to be, I don't want to, parse these things, but like, where's what's her name? Christina Aguilera? I don't know, Britney Spears? I'm dating myself. But where's the different demographic video? Why are we got to be the ones that have to give you the herd immunity? So let's read some of these. I want to go down real quick. Some of the people who witnessed this video said, "The fuck is this shit?" That's one comment. Let's open this up a little bit. Bruh, that's for real? The New York governor posted that on his Twitter to convince black people to go get the vaccine. The most condescending shit I've ever seen since I was in grade school. Watching their videos. Another one is, I'm saying, insulted the shit out of my intelligence. LOL. Exactly, man. This is the matrix we've been living in. We need another war to level shit. There, I said it. LMAO. Oh, so I'm getting real deep with that one. Man, if they don't get this shit out of here, said another commenter, shaking my head. See, everybody dismayed. That's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? This video is trust a doctor, y'all. I mean, I don't know. It just, and then we all know about Cuomo and his rhetoric and his overly bent to slants and his criminality. So much to get involved with. Like I said, this shit writes itself. But like I said, here at Emos to Witness, like my page, hit me on Facebook and Twitter, subscribe me on YouTube, catch me on Spotify, website coming soon. We're gonna dig into all this shit. We're gonna put the brakes on a lot of this stuff and question before we actually do things. Because there's a lot of mixed information out there regarding this virus. And again, the snowstorm is kicking butt, so I want to keep moving on. But like I said, just protect your neck, be mindful of what's going on, watch yourself, just make the right decision when it comes to this vaccine. I can't tell you what to do, but just continue to do your research. And I mean, shit, me personally, I'm gonna try to wait it out a little bit. I got a lot of elixirs and juices that I like to take at home, keep my levels up. But you gotta stay vigilant. I'm looking forward to us opening up as a country and getting back on the right foot. But we can't do it if we have politicians that are not on our side and that are not for the people. And you know, we gotta kind of push back because history does show us otherwise. So yeah, Ron DeSantis pushing back against the Biden administration, and you know, a lot of shady things doing, including the shady underhanding of the impeachment trial. Right, this is the second impeachment trial. Congratulations, former President Donald Trump, on your acquittal. Right, this is the the second impeachment, but the second acquittal. And my man has been able to, stave off another Democratic witch hunt. And so my man went down to Mar-a-Lago and celebrated him dancing right here. We were able to catch a couple clips. My man President dancing. Oh, look at that clip of him showing off on Facebook. My man was getting it in. Let's show a little bit of this.
Touch this.
Notice the happens I've seen President Trump. I mean, this guy has been through a lot the last 4 years. You know, I mean, the most vetted president in U.S. history. Corrupt. I don't know. I beg to differ. But hey, it's good to see him smiling and dancing. It's been a rough couple months. So let's move on to the article. Let's talk about, Trump is actually going to look to reassert himself at this acquittal. Honestly, if it wasn't for the Biden, it wasn't for Biden winning the presidency, the Democrats would be going on a very bad run right now. You look at the seats they lost in the House, the seats they gained seats in the Senate, but they didn't win the Senate. Lost a lot of local state houses in this past 2020 season, and they're poised to lose even more in 2022 and 2024. Not only because of how the election was ran in 2020, but their continued attacks on the former president, their continued waste of time with impeachment when there's other policies and other issues that need to be taken priority, such as the stimulus, such as COVID. When you waste your time with an acquittal, when impeachment leads to another acquittal, it's a PR stunt. And American people see that. That's the shit we've been seeing for the last forever. People gonna look at one day and they're gonna realize, and they're already realizing that we backed the wrong horse, or we just kicked out Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. Hope he comes back, and he will. And that's what I'm saying this article is all about. He looks to reinsert himself. Trump's not going to form a new party, but he's going to support his candidates that he thinks has his policies at hand. So I'm going to kind of read a little bit of this article here from Jill Colvin of the Associated Press via Yahoo. Now acquitted in his second Senate impeachment trial, Trump is preparing for the next phase of his post-presidency life. Feeling emboldened by his trial's outcome, he is expected to reemerge from a self-imposed hibernation at his club and eyeing ways to reassert his power. Now, Trump remains popular among the GOP base, but mainly Republicans in Washington have cooled to him. Beware. Never before have so many members of the president's party, 7 GOP senators in his case, voted for his removal in a Senate trial. Now, those 7 senators have been the same senators that have been, turncoats and been kind of wolves in sheep clothing for the last 4 years. Those members would be the likes of Romney, Murkowski, Toomey, Ben Sass. That's 4 right there. There's a few more out there. I would say Chris Christie, people like that, people like Jeff Sessions. Those people. We'll watch those people closely. See what happens to them in 2022, 2024. Will they be back after the midterms? You're gonna see the strength of Trump's power over that party and over this country. He's very influential. Had great policy, did a lot of great things. Just that the media gaslight you guys, or brainwashed a lot of American people into thinking this guy was some kind of racist, some kind of ogre, dictator, and we've seen none of that. You know, I mean, just logical shit. Like, I mean, I can see, like, to me, he's probably not any more racist than my next door neighbor. Like I've said, not any more racist than me or you. We all have a certain bias when it comes to our tribes. But you know a racist person when you see one. You can see it in their vitriol, in their actions. When I look at this man's actions, I don't see it. This man's been in the public spotlight for decades, man. This guy was on HBO Boxing with Don King, with Mike Tyson. I've seen him in socialized magazines with a black woman on his arm. Say what you want to say about the issues in New York when it comes to the housing with him and his dad. I read through that, and it's speculative. It's something that was denied and then appealed and kind of what's called settled back in the early '80s, mid '80s. But again, like I said, I mean, I can't. I gotta go off policies, okay? I can't go off of so much character and leadership. Definitely when it's speculative or it's there's insinuations that haven't been confirmed. But yeah, at any rate, I love the man's policies. I love the harsh leadership. I love the realness, the truthness. America needs hard truth. The truth hurts. And sadly, what's going on in society today is that we have big tech censoring. They don't want to hear the truth. As they see, they want to hear their truth. And America needs to be able to speak their mind and be able to have their views where they want them, without any kind of supplanting of what they believe in. And so this Trump is, he's Teflon, man. Like I said, this really under the covers is a bad year for Democrats. So it is. It really is. And I think that once the GOP base reasserts themselves and they get back into organized manner and they have this man back at the helm of power, you're gonna see a return or even a continuation of America First. And right now you have to me right now you have a Democratic Party who is for the most part organized, but for the second part they're kind of like sitting back, kind of like, man, we really won this shit, but we got to kind of keep it cool. We can't really show our true hand until everybody is now calmed down. And I think that we can't afford to sleep at this time. We got to stay vigilant. We got to push back against the realms of power. That when everything is being attacked and everything's in doubt. And so it's good to see the article here saying that Trump looks to reassert himself. Here's another little paragraph I'd like to read. Undeterred, friends and allies expect Trump to resume friendly media interviews after weeks of silence. He has met with political aides to discuss efforts to help Republicans try to take control of the House and Senate in 2022 midterms. He remains fixated on exacting revenge on Republicans who supported his impeachment or resisted his efforts to overturn the results of the November elections won by Democratic Joe Biden. So it's going to be hell to pay. Those 7 senators, anybody who continues to push back, hey, it's going to be hell to pay. Trump is coming back with his 74 million supporters. And I like how this article says, to resume friendly media interviews. I think that's a lesson to be learned. And I think one great lesson for Trump is to actually start showing a nicer side of himself. Not being so defensive and attacking every single person who attacks him. Stay on message and continue to be that leader that he's always been. I think that I've seen that, witnessed that. I mean, this is a very spiritual man, by the way. He keeps, and doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and he's just a very truthful person. I think that he slipped into power that he really intended to do, and Democrats and politicians alike and the powers that be were caught off by surprise. And for 4 years, they held temper tantrums and false investigations and scandals to get him out of office. And when it didn't work, they just stole the election, in my opinion, in 2020. And hopefully more evidence will come out about that in the future as we have more analysis on those things. But let's move on real quick before let's get up out of here, you guys. And this is the reason why I stated that we have bad leadership, but we have a great country with full of creativity and a melting pot of new ideals, and we need to keep that going. But it's hard to do so when you feel like you have the reins of power being held by the old guard. But this article here is an example of how great we can be as a society, which is what I've been harping on for a while. This is coming out of Denver, Colorado, via The Nation, USA Today, by Grace Hawk. Denver successfully sent mental health professionals, not police, to hundreds of calls. Let's pull that article up. And just kind of a little tidbit on this. This is a U.S. city trying to be innovative on how we handle domestic disputes and various criminal issues regarding mental health. And I've always said this for a while. I said, why not bring mental health officials, or why not take the mental health aspect out of the hands of policing altogether? And the only time police should be involved is when you have a criminality effect or something where someone is in danger. Right now, this mental health in America, definitely in the Black America and Black community, is an issue that is very deep and troubling. When your hands are tied, but yet this person is in your house and he's just as dangerous and unpredictable to you and your family. We got to find a new system that gets these people the help they need. And one way to start that, get towards that progress, is actually take that element out of the policing, out of the criminal industry, the law and order industry, and move it out, make its own entity, out of the hospitals too, its own institution. This article here is another step in that right direction. To read a little bit of it, another U.S. city is reporting early success with a program that replaces traditional law enforcement responders with healthcare workers for some emergency calls. It's called the Support Team Assistance Response. Pilot program created a third track for directing emergency calls to a two-person team, a medic, a clinician, and a staff in a van from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays. The STAR program was launched in June. It showed promising results, 6 months progress reports. The program aims to provide person-centric mobile crisis response to community members who are experiencing problems related to mental health, depression, poverty, homelessness, and substance abuse. So when you do something like that, you take those things out of society, out of the hands of the police. We might be able to see better results when it comes to these one-on-one interactions. Better community policing. They focus more on burglaries and crimes and murders and things like that. Rather than dealing with the homeless and poverty and depression and mental health, they're not experts at these things. They're going to handle the way they were policed, the way they were trained in police training. Maybe we can stop all this confusion, these killings in the streets that cause these hot button issues that last and destroy cities and destroy families and lives. How are we gonna come together and be unified if we have all this constant confusion? And mental health is a very big, important aspect that causes a lot of these problems. You read these police reports, that cause, these killings, maybe police officers on the hands of a black person, a black teen or someone that cause these issues. A lot of it comes down to mental health. The person was mentally unstable, and sometimes the person was actually did the damn deed, but just kind of got out of hand. In those situations, the police are gonna try to protect themselves. They're gonna make sure they get home safe at night. So, but if we can try to find a way to calm down a situation in another manner, such as a program like the STAR program, I think society would be on the right track. But it's like I said, it's hard to do these things and believe in these things when you have an old administration, you have politicians and leaderships in all levels from state, local, national, with different agendas, and it's all based on maintaining power. So I'm gonna try to close this all out, y'all. And I just want to give you 2 more articles that kind of point to that example. I'm gonna kind of say, look, Biden kills pipeline at home, but promotes them for the Taliban. Now remember the Keystone Pipeline? As soon as President Biden came in office, he cut that down, killing thousands of jobs, making things untenable with us in Canada. So when we do these things, we're destroying these deals. How can we get involved in any future deals? When we go back to the negotiating table, they're like, how we know you guys won't just scrap this once the new administration comes in? It makes us hard to do business with other countries when we're so wishy-washy how we operate as a country. So so this is the article as an example of Biden actually supporting a pipeline in Afghanistan, but knocking down the Keystone Pipeline in our own domestic country, and it seems to be another example of us kowtowing to our foreign policy actors, and at the foot and necks and the backs of American domestic policy. So again, I worry about what the future holds. So this article is something to keep an eye on and look at the hypocrisy at the same time. Next article I want to show you guys is Biden CIA pick was president of a think tank that took millions of dollars from Chinese Communist Party. Like I say, when you see articles that where $400 million was invested in Dominion voting systems by the Chinese, and when you see the CIA, taking millions, who was Biden's pick from the Chinese Communist Party? Where's the America First? It just needs to be the question to be asked. We need to find out what's going on. Why is this person head of CIA? Isn't it a conflict of interest? Let me just quote here from Burns here. President Joe Biden nominee to be the next director of the CIA, William Burns, was the president of a think tank that reportedly took millions of dollars from entities linked to the Chinese Communist Party. As president of the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, Burns also invited nearly a dozen congressional staffers to attend a junket to China, where they met with the Communist Party operative and the president of the Chinese Front Group, said per the Daily Caller. Burns, who was paid $540,000 pretty much last year as president of Carnegie, will appear before the Senate Intelligence Committee for a confirmation hearing likely to be held this month. And this guy took millions from the Chinese. Kind of get more detail about where I'm getting this information from. Burns, who was president of the think tank for nearly 6 years, welcomed Chinese businessman Zhang Yichen, CEO of CITIC Consulting, to the think tank's board of trustees, saying that they were very fortunate to have him. The report said that Zhang donated between $500,000 and $1 million, actually $999,999, to the think tank over a 1 year span between 2017 and 2018, and gave an additional $250,000 and $549,000 to the think tank last year. So, and the head of this former think tank is going to be our CIA director per Biden. So, you look at that, you look at Ukraine, you look at his son Hunter Biden, you look at the money he received from China and himself, the emails that show that point to, hey, 10% goes to the big man. And none of that stuff gets addressed. But Trump gets investigated for 4 years straight. Teflon, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and now he's still continuing getting censored and getting pushed. He still can't be on Twitter, no platform, can't talk to nobody. This guy was former president of the United States. They can do it to him, they can do it to you. That's why we got to push back. Emos to Witness, episode 25 of Phil's show. Hit like, subscribe button. Catch me on Facebook and Twitter. Website's coming soon. We will bring these articles up. We will bring these issues up in more detail and more concise manners. We will hold truth to power, and that's what we aim to do on this show. We can't continue to let these people just tell us what to do, what to think, and then go to the voting booth and just press any kind of button we want based on a herd mentality. I want you guys to start thinking for yourself. Lend your voice, lend a helping hand. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, it's about good and evil. It's about who is for you, and for me, it's about putting America first and the policies that are set out there and set forth for us. So I want you guys to be safe today, and throughout the week, it'll be really cold in the Midwest. There's gonna be a lot of snow coming down throughout tonight and tomorrow, throughout the week. I'm gonna wrap it up here at Emos. You'll see me on Wednesday. Like I said, you catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. Wave One Media. Come down and get you a show. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Like me on Facebook and Twitter. And I have a website coming out soon, emostowitness.com, where we will be having various blogs and editorials and various viewpoints and from all aspects. And hopefully, like I said, the goal is to grow together as witnesses, talk about what we see and how we interpret it, to find the truth, all while digging in the past to hold those accountable for what's happened in the last 4 years, whether it be in media, whether it be Hollywood tech giants and big tech, and while we're trying to protect the constitutional values of this country. Freedom of speech, right to bear arms, right to protest, So I want you guys to be safe, enjoy yourselves, make that snowman, use some hot cocoa, and get your ass inside. Emos to Witness, baby, I'm out.